What's up, everybody? Hope everyone is doing okay on this amazing Thursday evening. Hope everyone's doing good. Welcome back to part 2 of some coverage here across the nation as we are watching a little line of storms move through across portions of Texas into portions of Louisiana and also portions of Louisiana and Arkansas. So sorry if you hear cats in the background. You know, they tend to go crazy at nighttime. They do tend to go crazy a little bit at nighttime. But once again, everybody, hope everyone is doing okay. First of all, I got to give a big thanks to Proxy for donating to the channel. Thank you so much. Once again, Proxy, big shout out goes to you. Saying good evening, everybody. Time for part 2 of the NWW116 live stream weather forecast with Andrew, the Cool Mods. Keep warm, keep dry, keep safe. Well, thank you so much there. Greatly appreciated. Yeah, so as you can tell, the storms have, they're not really severe right now, but I tell you what, they're getting closer. Because they are indeed becoming more well-defined. They look a lot more well-defined than they did yesterday, or earlier today, I should say. We actually are seeing some flash flooding starting to actually occur here. We got some flash flood warnings that was in effect for a little bit for portions here of eastern Texas. Has basically been canceled by now. Let's see here. Phil says that music, the music's pretty cool, huh? Let's see. My mom's here. What's up? Hope you're doing good. Candace says, wow, the storm is all over the place. Absolutely. Yeah, it sure is. Like I said, we are seeing a whole bunch of storm activity currently kicking off across the country. Like, so we also have a little bit of snowfall, too. It looks like a lot of the snow, though, is actually kind of like dissipating for the most part. As you can see, it was kind of snowing across like the Quad State area for Nebraska, Iowa, kind of South Dakota and portions of Minnesota. But for the most part, it looks like this line is kind of thinning out. You see how it's like kind of turning just white. It's going from that blue to white, which is obviously showing that the snow rates are decreasing, and obviously the moisture that's available here is actually decreasing as well. But overall, I mean, yeah, really not too much. Really not too much regarding the snowfall going on. But like I said, there's another system down here in time. Like I said, there is another system we are expecting here. This next one could be a little bit worse than the current one we're seeing here. Anyways, but my friends, I'll tell you what we're going to do. We're going to take a look here at the Storm Prediction Center because like I said, we got a few things to talk about here. We're going to probably switch over to this view. Get a better view here. So for today, everybody, we have ourselves a marginal risk here. Let's see, Krista says the kitty being crazy. Yeah. Can you hear that? They're freaking out. They're absolutely freaking out. Guess perks of having cats, huh? But anyway, so across portions of eastern Texas, we have ourselves a marginal risk across these areas here in the dark green. Obviously, Louisiana, portions of Arkansas included. So these grounds, my friends, are actually in the zone of potential severe storms here for today and for tonight. Now, when it comes to tornadoes, yeah, there is a tornado risk today. It's across the, kind of the green shady color. I think that's a little too bright, so I'm going to try turning down the brightness on my monitor. I realized I could actually change the brightness a little bit higher than what I had it. And so, once again, sorry about all the cat noises. They are flipping out. They are absolutely freaking. Anyways, but like I said, we do have a tornado risk here today across portions of eastern Texas, portions of Louisiana. I don't know if you hear Courtney in the background. She's laughing at the cats and stuff too. And portions here of southern Arkansas. Like I said, these are the grounds here that we're going to be seeing the possibility of a few isolated tornadoes here. Damaging winds actually kind of the main concern with the highest probability of 5%. Which is something. I mean, obviously, damaging wind potential mixing in with maybe, a few isolated tornadoes, honestly cannot be ruled out here. What are they doing?
Dude, they're on the mattress.
Do you want to say hi, Court?
Sure.
I mean,
Hey guys, if you don't know me, I'm Arctic, so yeah. I hope y'all doing good and enjoy the stream. Goodbye.
Oh God, my mom says my grand animals, they are flipping out. Anyways, so back to the weather. So we are seeing a severe weather threat today across portions here of Texas, Louisiana, Arkansas, in which we are going to be paying attention to tonight. They actually added a hail threat. They actually did add the possibility of maybe some small hail today across eastern Texas as well, kind of out of some of those storms. maybe even across portions like northwestern Louisiana and southwestern Arkansas. So we're going to have to watch out for that as well. Anyways, taking a look here back at the radar view, we're going to try to dim that down a bit. But anyways, taking a look here back to the radar view, you can see that, I mean, storm coverage over the last hour has tremendously increased. Which, like I said, obviously you can see there's a lot more darkness starting to pop up in some of these cells. And obviously the dark, kind of that blood red, almost black shaded reflectivity, that's kind of showing the grounds where we are potentially seeing like heavy rainfall and potentially maybe even some, like I said, maybe even some hail as well. Like I said, obviously, when it comes to hail, hail's not going to be a huge concern today, but it's possible. Let's see here. We do have a special marine warning. Getting word coming through here from Candace. Yeah, right here just south of Galveston, right? Southeast of Houston. This is right off the coast of Texas. We got ourselves a special marine warning in effect here for winds 34 knots or greater. We have 22 minutes, which expires at 9:30 Central, which will be 10:30 local. So, yep, 22 minutes to go, basically. So watch out for those gusty winds out there. Yeah, watch out for those gusty winds out there, because that's kind of a big concern, especially for boaters. I mean, you got to think. I mean, they are seriously out in the the waves. Here's the thing. So once the waves, once the winds increase, the waves actually do as well, because the waves are actually influenced by the winds. Obviously you got those winds pushing against the water. Depending on how strong it is, could obviously increase the amount of how tall these waves are. So on a local perspective, with these locally higher gusts near these areas here south of Galveston, obviously that's kind of around the area where we are going to be seeing slightly higher winds, due to this thunderstorm. And like I said, it could put hazards to boaters out there, which is kind of a concern. So if you are on a boat, if you are out here by Galveston, if you know anybody near these regions just off the coast of Texas, honestly, I'd say if you're really just off the coast of Texas right now, mostly for the areas here on the coastal Houston area, I'd say right now you should not be out in the water, just simply because it's a little too rough. It's a little too rough out there. But if you're further down south, let's see. I'm actually going to switch back here. Oh, I just realized we're going to take a look here at the local radar here to Houston. This should be better here. Anyways, let's go ahead and load up the radar here for one second. For some reason, this program's being stupid too. Some radars it loves to load and some it does not. Let's see. John Mitchell Elliott says, "Good evening from Louisiana." What's up, John? Thank you for joining us. Hope you're doing all right. Depending on where you're at in Louisiana, you're probably going to see some effects from the storm here. Like I said, you should know where you're at there, John. But here's the Storm Prediction Center for you, which I'll show you right now. So if you are in, pretty much most of Louisiana is under this. I'm going to try to zoom in just a little bit closer to Louisiana here. Get a better view. There you go. So if you're basically on the western 2/3 of Louisiana, yeah, you're basically in the threat for maybe a few severe thunderstorms, in which we are going to be needing to watch out for. That's the reason we're live, is obviously to, be looking out for this. It's to be watching these conditions and stuff. All right, let's go and switch back here to the radar view. Apparently I got the other one to work now. Maybe? Yeah, there we go. All right, perfect. So yeah, you can actually see that line is actually becoming well-defined too. Line getting well-defined. That definitely kind of rhymes there, doesn't it? But anyways, this line is just east of Bryan now. And according to radar, there's a few little detections of maybe some hail. 80% probability here from the radar estimate of about half an inch. So, it's something. There was a severe thunderstorm 4 hours ago. Well, obviously it's not right now. Let's see here. John says, yes, I came in to check on it. Thank you so much for your coverage. Hey, no problem there, John. Got you covered, guys. That's what I'm here for, But right now, at the very moment, there's really not much happening regarding any warnings, except for this one special marine warning we have here just off the coast of Houston. Just off the coast here of Houston. I'll tell you what I'm going to do. So, I'll tell you what, my friends. I really want to look at the models here. So let's take a look at like the future radar. We'll take a look here at HRRR, which is the high resolution rapid refresh model. It's a lot of words, huh? But anyway, so across, you look at the top left, literally just right up there. That is the time. That's the timing regarding the models. So if you want to follow along with that. But anyways, we're following along like Eastern Texas by around midnight. Yeah, I mean, these storms are going to be continuing, kind of really moving in towards like Louisiana by like past midnight, kind of post midnight here. According to this model, it shows the storms right on the boundary of Eastern Texas into Western Louisiana by midnight Eastern. This will be 11 Central. So by midnight Central, which is local to Louisiana. So right around midnight is whenever you're going to start getting impacted by this. Let's see here. Is Frisco, Texas okay for this week? Let me pull up the radar view for a minute. If I remember where Frisco is, I am really bad at remembering areas here. Where is Frisco? I'm about to look this up. I've heard of it. I've looked at it many times. Let's see. This is... I'm trying to figure out. I love how there's literally... Oh, there we go. Oh, this is just north of Dallas. Is that right? I believe so. There's Denton. Is it north? I'm pretty sure it's just north of Dallas, right? Anyways, but I'd say to watch out, especially for early next week. So watch out for early next week. Let me actually show you something real quick here. Something I'm a little concerned about right now. Let's go ahead and bring this over here. So back at the Storm Prediction Center here, obviously there's today's outlook. Tomorrow they actually introduce a marginal risk tomorrow as well for the southeastern side of Louisiana. And portions here of like coastal Mississippi or Panhandle Mississippi, Panhandle Alabama. Would you even consider this the Panhandle? Like, that's a serious question. Do you guys know if this is considered a Panhandle? I mean, it kind of is, right? Like, would this be considered the Panhandle of Alabama right there, since it kind of does this? I know this is the Panhandle of Florida. I mean, that's a thing, but same thing for Mississippi. There's just that little spot. I mean, the whole state doesn't cover the coastline. It's only a little fraction of it, which, I don't know. That's kind of a question I kind of have. Regardless, but like I said, though, we do have that risk here for tomorrow. Day 3, that continues pushing east here for the most part. Now, here's the thing. So for day 5, yep, this is what I'm talking about. So whoever said that, let's see here. Someone said this from... Let's see, Frisco. So that was Machos. I think that's how you say that. So for you, like I said, that's just north of Dallas. Yeah, you actually are in the risk area for basically early next week. So for next Monday, you, my friend, are in the risk for some thunderstorms. And perhaps some severe thunderstorms too. Which that's a little bit concerning, and something we do need to be watching out for. Krista says, you enjoy your trip, Andrew. Thank you. Thank you very much. But anyways, that is what we are looking at. Yeah, so we have the radar view up now. Let's go take a look here back on these storms real quickly. But definitely, I tell you what, I mean, that line is really starting to organize quite well, that cold front there. I've never heard of either Mississippi or Alabama having a panhandle. Yeah, I don't think I heard that either. I really, really don't. Which I personally don't think that's even a thing there. I really, really don't there. Let's see. Mark with a $20 super chat. Mark, thank you so much for that. Let's see, Chef Mark in the house. Let's see here. Gift from Rebecca and myself to our favorite guy. Thank you so much there, Mark. Rebecca, you as well. Thank you, guys. That seriously means a lot to us. That seriously helps us out. Big shout out goes to you, Mark and Rebecca. Thank you all so much for that kind donation. That's super, super nice of you. Yep, there it goes through now. Thank you once again, Mark. Greatly appreciated. Helps out the channel, keeps us going. Let's see. Liam. saying, or Kevin says, Liam, nothing expected for Florida. So we're talking about Florida, right now, there's no active risks, but we'll definitely watch it. We'll definitely watch out for it. I'm not going to say it's impossible that the severe storms can't move through. I'm sorry about the cats, guys. They're absolutely nuts. They really go nuts around this time of night. They do. But once again, Proxy and Mark, you guys, Proxy, Mark, Rebecca, y'all are super, super sweet. Thank you so much. Let's see. Maria says that's a strong line of storms. Yeah, it is. Like I said, things that over the last hour, really over the last hour has seriously been taken off here. Here's the main line moving through right now. I'll tell you what we're going to do. Something I want to take a look at here. Once again, we'll take a look here back at the models. I just want to see how long the energy is set to last. Because like I said, here, so this is basically our fuel. Think of this as the energy that's needed for thunderstorms to happen. So without this fuel, thunderstorms can't happen. But I just really want to see when that fuel cuts off. It kind of shows a lot of the fuel dying out around 06Z. Which I believe 04Z is midnight Eastern. I think so. I'm pretty sure. So around 2 a.m. Eastern, which will be 1 a.m. Central, that's probably when we are going to be seeing a lot of this instability dying out. I mean, honestly, there's even a bit of energy actually up towards like Arkansas, which might have the introductory of maybe a little bit of storm activity. Uh-oh, my program crashed. That's not good. Let's see, Crystal here with a super chat. Thank you so much there, Crystal. Big shout out goes to you with the cat emoji. Yeah, even though the cats are going pretty crazy. Crystal, big shout out goes to you. Let me go ahead and relaunch this program. This thing's being stupid. Being stupid. Let's see here. Let's go ahead and switch on back here and get everything back up and running. Yeah, so for some... Oh, shoot, I think I messed things up. I'm trying, y'all. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties here. All right, there we go. So, moving back here to the radar view, right at the moment, there's a little bit of storm action actually happening here across Arkansas. Nothing too crazy. Yeah, obviously nothing too crazy, but obviously some heavy rain can be expected out of this. Just going to see Mark says used the money to pay for whenever the cat broke. Dude, those cats, I'll tell you, they are nuts. Once again, Mark, thank you so much. Mark and Rebecca, thank y'all. But yeah, I mean, luckily right now, are you seriously going to... It crashed on me again. What is happening with this program? That's always been a bug. Eventually, okay, so after this live stream, can you remind me to delete and reinstall this program? It literally just stops working at some points. It just literally decides to not work. Like, it literally just gives out on working here. It seems like it does it whenever I change the radar views. Sometimes it does, sometimes it doesn't. It makes no sense. What about Shreveport, says Christina. So for Shreveport, you guys are in the risk area. Are you doing it again? See what I mean? I just changed radars and now it's black screening. We'll get in here eventually, y'all. You know, I really want to get WSV3 back up. Or not, that's what I'm using. GR2, but I don't think I can. Or my key, something happened with it, and I have to buy it again. But for Shreveport, hopefully without crashing here, the radar's not even wanting to load. But we are seeing a bit of thunderstorm activity happening now. Nothing too crazy. You know, obviously nothing extreme, but hey, I'm sure you're seeing a little bit of, I'm sure you're seeing a, this is the error I get right here. See, the process cannot access the file because it's being used by another process. Interesting. I don't know what it's trying to grab. But anyways, back on subject here. I'm sure you're going to be seeing a little bit of lightning, maybe a few rumbles of thunder out of this, but nothing crazy as of now. See, the kittens have hacked in my system. Kind of seems that way, huh? Let's see here. Alex says, do I think I should be worried for severe weather for Kentucky this Monday and Tuesday coming up? Curious because I didn't get hit by a tornado last year in December. That's why I'm asking. Well, first off, that's good you didn't get hit by a tornado in December. And second of all, yes, I would say you should be a little concerned. I'm not saying to absolutely freak out and go crazy. Doesn't mean buy everything off the shelf at Walmart. But I'm telling you what this means is, yeah, you are in the Storm Prediction Center risk here. Depending on how west you are, depends on how west you are in Kentucky. But you are at risk, my friend, which means you should monitor the latest weather conditions, and you should be alert. Yeah, this is going to be an event we're going to need to watch out for. This is for next Monday, which I believe is for the 2nd of January. Yeah, this is likely going to be a multi-day event, too. You know, as the cold front moves through. I tell you what, we can actually pull it up here on the models for y'all. Kind of curious to show you guys this. So let's go ahead and switch on over here for 1 second. Let's go ahead and move over. Regional U.S. view, southeast. Okay, here we go. So, all right, on the models. Is everything lined up? I don't know. Anyways, so here on the models, taking a look here down in time. So first off, we have this system move through, just this little cold front sweeping through. Stop giving me this error message. So we have this little system move through, and then look at this. Yeah, a much more defined cold front moving through, which is going to be more of a concern here. When it comes to like the energy in the atmosphere here, it's likely going to be at least 2 times as much as we're seeing now. Yeah, well in the 1,000, which is pretty crazy. So this event I'm actually a little concerned about. And like I said, we know what happened last time we saw an event pop up with that 15% risk here. And like I said, I mean, usually when you see that, if you see that, that typically means that there's a lot of confidence, there's a lot of support of a system moving through, or a lot of support of a severe weather event that's going to happen. Let's see here. Fame says, sorry, I just want to check on 28377. I know I might not get nothing, but it's good to know. Love the content. Okay, so I don't have the program up that I use to look at zip codes, but it does not mean I can't launch it real quick. Let me get that up for you. And let me pull this up. I'm going to have to full screen that for 1 second and then restart it. For some reason, it has to be full screen in order for me to look up specific areas, which is a little interesting here. But does... Oh, shoot. Didn't mean to... Uh-oh. Didn't mean to do all that. I'm struggling, y'all. We're getting there. Okay. We're good. So for you, you said 28377. By the way, guys, this does not mean spam your zip codes in, because I'm not doing everybody right now. As much as I would like to, like I said, this is mostly just a friendly stream for y'all, just to take a look at things. Okay. So, when it comes to you, honestly, I'd say watch out for early next week, because like I said, you're probably going to deal with that cold front we were just looking at in the models. Yeah, that's probably going to be that could stretch its way as far enough towards the Carolinas here. For example, we move on back here to the models here. You can actually see how it kind of shows a little bit of instability moving through the region. You see there towards North Carolina. Obviously, depending on kind of where you're at there, maybe perhaps just enough. Wait, what did that just say? Did it just say a weather spotter reported something? Hold on, let me pull up the local storm reports here. Yeah, I'm gonna keep that up there just in case something happens. Looks like Ohio's in the clear. Yep, for now at least. Another area I'm a little concerned about, guys, is the northern plains. If you're across here, I'm going to go ahead and show you guys something. Here's the current hazards, but just for a map reference, I'm going to show you what I'm kind of talking about. So if you're kind of in these areas here, I would be on the lookout. I would be alert for early next week. Because like I said, so what's going to happen ultimately is we're going to have a low-pressure system with a lot of moisture track its way up here to the northeast, delivering to potential snowfall across these regions, bringing up a lot of warm air from the Gulf of Mexico, and that interaction between the cold air coming down from the north and the warm air coming up from the south mixes together and creates havoc, and what we know is thunderstorms. So that's kind of the concern. Fabe says, so nothing bad, just cold. As of now, it's still too early to tell, but for the most part, you look okay. You look pretty fine. Actually, believe it or not there, Fame, it's actually going to be a little bit more warmer than normal because of all this warm air pulling up here from the, like I said, pulling up here from the Gulf. Because so basically what happens, here's the map. Here's the Gulf of Mexico here. So what happens is we have more direct sunlight. So the sun shines directly on the water more closer to the equator because there's more direct sunlight. It evaporates, turns into water vapor. The winds shift, the winds push inland, and that brings all that water vapor inland. And then it reacts with the cold air that's coming down from the north. So when warm air interacts with cold air, it condenses, which then creates clouds, ultimately. So all that moisture is going to be, over there. And also something is that humid air takes a lot more energy and it takes a lot more time to heat up and cool down than dry air. And so basically with all this warm and moisture-filled air driving into the country, it's taking a lot more energy to cool off. So therefore, it's actually pretty much, going to be warmer across a lot of the southeast. I mean, even for some areas that's not expected to see storms, yeah, I mean, honestly, it could be pretty warm. And actually something I want to show you guys, since I'm already on this, why not? The Climate Prediction Center has basically most of the United States here in above average temperatures for next week. So anywhere you kind of see, anywhere you see orangish, tan, red colors, except for these areas, like up here in the gray, anything except for the gray and that light shade of blue, you're expected to see above average temps over the next, for next week, basically. So we're actually in a heating trend. Definitely a lot better than what we've seen the week before. Holy cow, that was a nasty week with cold temperatures. I mean, snow, you name it. I mean, it was crazy. It was definitely a crazy event here. Let's see. Alex says, thank you so much for your content and keep it up, bro. I always try to watch your lives and videos to keep people safe like you are. Thank you. No problem there, Alex. Once again, honestly, it's my pleasure. That's what I'm here for, is to make sure you guys are ready to go. Like I said, right now, I mean, there's nothing really crazy happening except for the fact we now have a new special weather statement issued for, Galveston. 30 minutes to go. Okay, that back one that we just talked about, that's about to be expired. Anyways, but there's a new one that's gotten issued here just off the coast. I mean, really not far from, like, Houston. Obviously Houston's not on the coast, but if you were to ride directly to the coast from Houston, that's where we have a special weather or special marine warning here. Obviously for winds 34 knots or greater, which is pretty gusty winds. I mean, that's probably about 40 mile an hour wind gusts, because knots are under miles per hour. So, for example, a knot is less than a mile an hour. Or, sorry, other way. A knot is more than a mile an hour. Yeah, that's kind of what I meant to say. But anyways, concerns here of... Oh, shoot, they actually added water spouts being possible, too. That's a concern. So if you don't know what a water spout is not really a tornado, but it's a vortex over water, which can cause issues for vessels. And they basically put a water spout possible tag on that. Yeah, so watch out for, there you go, water spouts and winds greater than 34 knots. Or 34 knots or greater. So, with that being said, watch out for, water vortexes, and watch out for some gusty winds out of this. Pretty crazy. Any concerning news for North Atlanta? So, for, Atlanta, Georgia here, so for areas in the southeast, which would include areas near Atlanta, I'd say watch out for early next week, for the week of New Year's Day, because, or I guess that would be the week after, for next Monday, okay? So for next Monday, like I said, we got to be watching out for the next Monday and Tuesday and Wednesday, I'd say. For the next, basically the early portions of next year, I guess. Got to be watching out for this. And that does include areas in Georgia. Still a little bit unknown at this time, but I'd say that you could see a line of storms move through, which is something we definitely got to be watching out for. But anyways, but that's kind of what's happening right now. That is indeed what we are actively seeing here. But yeah, that line has became a lot more defined. That definitely looks a lot more defined here. Still, apparently still, no severe warnings on it though. Yeah, a lot of the velocity data is kind of obscured, kind of a bit contaminated here. But I don't think anything concerning is happening there. Let's see here. Annie says, thanks for the update, no problem. Let's see here. Candace says, flood reported in Texas, radar scope imping. I don't get impings here. If it's a spotter report, we'll see it pop up here. Because I can actually read spotter reports up here. Let's see here. Can't believe that this year goes by fast. It really did, didn't it? I remember actually last, literally, New Year's last year, we did a live stream. I was live during the transition of 21 to 22. I remember that. I don't think I'm going to be doing that this year, unfortunately, because I'm actually going to be over in Orlando during New Year's. There goes the cats in the background again. Can you even see them? If I did this, could you see them? Oh. Can you see eyes, maybe? Hold on, I'm trying to get the cat eyes in the frame. I don't know what cat is that. Oh, anyways. Well, cat's being stupid still. Let's see here, but yeah, for real, this year did go by really quick, really quick here. But anyways, but right now, my friends, like I said, we're just watching the current weather going on right now. Like I said, right now there's just really not much severity going on at the moment. We take a look here over by the. We'll zoom into this a little bit. The satellite view, you can see how on the scan here, on infrared view, you can see how we're starting to get a lot more reds popping up here in eastern Texas, showing a lot more heavier convection. A lot more heavier convection meaning more storm activity, basically. But anyways, that's what we're looking at. And like I said, it looks like there's actually a bit of hail that might be developing on this here too. You know, you can kind of see some of these radar or hail detections coming here from an estimate from the radar talking about up to a ½ inch of hail, you know, happening here. Which, but right now that's still well under the severe limit, which is pretty crazy. Let's see, my last thunderstorm was in October. 5 more months until they return. Pretty much, yeah. I mean, I'm ready for it. I would love to have one good snow, which obviously I'm in Florida and I'm not going to really see that. But anyways, but I'm also ready for. I'm ready for this. I am ready for severe season. Not necessarily like tornadoes, or I mean, if I was chasing them and they wouldn't impact anybody's lives, then yeah, no problem. But obviously, you know, I really like a good thunder, like a good thunderstorm. You know, one that shakes the ground and does all that stuff. Close lightning, not too bad. As long as it doesn't strike me, then I'm pretty good. Because I actually love to go out there and, you know, record these storms and stuff like that. I mean, even if it's just out the back door, I do it all the time. I really do. But there is something I do want to mention, y'all. So if you're not already, consider hitting that subscribe button. Because, like I said, we're getting close to 8,000. We are so close. We are so close. So if you're not already, my friends, consider hitting that subscribe button. Like I said, y'all can rely on us. We're here for you. We promise to give you the most accurate and up-to-date information. I know every single weather channel says that, but I truly mean it. I mean, you could ask subscribers who's been on this channel for a while. We go live a lot, and we talk about practically everything in the country. And like I said, we cover the entire United States here. Let's see, Crystal says, I'm ready for spring. Yeah, part of me is, part of me is not. You know, once again, I'd like to get one good snow. That's all I'm saying, about a footer. Give me a foot snow, which I'm in Florida, but that's not going to happen. But I will be back in Kentucky, where I'm normally from, sometime probably either January or February now at this point. It might even be February. Favorite two types of storms are summer and winter type of storms. Anything that I can film and enjoy while doing it, yeah, I enjoy it. I mean, just like we had Nicole. We had Tropical Storm Nicole. I was actually down in Florida where I'm at now. This dumb cat, dude. I was actually down here in Florida now when Nicole hit. Thing about Nicole is it hit on the west coast, though, and here where I'm at towards Lakeland is like right here in Florida. That's like where I'm at right now. And Nicole hit on the west, basically. Not that exact track, but hit from the east to the west, in which it kind of lost a lot of its energy by the time it got to me, which gusty winds, I guess. Well, we did have some of those. This year may have gone quickly, but we still have a long, cold winter ahead of us, the proxy. Yeah, it does appear to be so. I mean, like I said, we literally have just went into winter, and we've already seen that nasty event that happened. You know, really, really cold temps. I mean, like I said, the country got bitterly cold last week. Am I staying for another month? Maybe. We'll see. What are the cats playing with? Basically, yeah. Courtney just answered that. Just like a cat toy. I think. I think it's not a cat toy. Or I think it's a cat toy. Hard telling. I tell you that those cats absolutely flip at nighttime, which I don't understand. Let's see here. Courtney says it's Tina. That's not surprising. That is really not surprising. I thought you were on Christmas Ball of Bells. No. Nope. It's not it. Anyways, my friends, enough of the off-topic stuff for now. Just do a quick little weather update, and then we can talk more about cats playing with toys. Stupid cats. Anyways, but like I said, right now we have a pretty nasty line of storms, a QLCS, quasi-linear convective system. Basically, storms firing ahead of this cold front here, moving through the region. Got some more advection, a lot of what we call warm sector storms. Basically, storms firing off ahead of the cold front. Basically, some stormage. Like I said, with that one special marine warning moving through, which is definitely interesting. But that line is seriously, I mean, that thing has seriously become a lot more well-defined within the last hour. Yeah, within the last hour here, which is pretty crazy. I'll be down in Florida in March, so I'm having early start to spring this year. Can't wait. Well, there you go. Yeah, Florida, I mean, they get daily thunderstorms around at 3 o'clock, typically. I mean, obviously that can vary, but it seems like around every day at 3 o'clock, you usually get Florida thunderstorms. Let's see here. Proxy says, Andrew, if you have time before leaving Florida, take a trip up to Pinecraft, visit a large Amish community there. Huh. Do you know which side of Florida that's at? Is it like northern Florida? Pinecraft. Almost sounds like Minecraft. I don't know where that's at, actually. Let me look that up. Let's see. Pinecraft. Oh, this is in Sarasota, right? Yeah. So that's actually southwest of me. Which I think Sarasota is like somewhere down here somewhere. Where's Sarasota? There it is, right there. Yep, south of Tampa. That's not too far from me. Like I said, I'm here in Lakeland right now. Right there. That's where Lakeland. I'm actually not far from Tampa at all. Glad there's no drama for Kansas City, Missouri. Chiefs this Sunday. Yep. For areas up there, honestly, not looking too bad. Looking pretty good, actually. Might be warming up a bit, actually, for a lot of us. So that's actually good news. Crystal says, I don't want any more snow here. Yeah, I'm sure a lot of people agree with you. I'm sure a lot of people don't want any more snow. Which is crazy. When we had blown snow advisory, I told Mother Nature, straw winds, literally night winds pick up again. You heard me? Okay. Interesting there, Jakey. In East Texas, getting a good amount of rain. These storms are beautiful with some pretty intense lightning, says Devin. Well, obviously, stay safe out there. Storms trend to start around 3 p.m. and 3 minutes later. Pretty much just like how you see rainfall whenever it's completely sunny outside. typically from those upper clouds of the thunderstorm. Yep. Oh yeah. Absolutely. Let's see here. Joe Mama with a super chat. Thank you so much for that. Greatly appreciate it. Saying thank you. No, thank you, Joe Mama. Greatly appreciate it. Seriously helps us out. Big shout out goes to you. But like I said, right now, the only thing that's really happening is this one special marine warning here just off the coast of Texas for an area called Galveston. If you don't know where Galveston is, you can take a look here. Here's Houston. We follow Houston directly to the coastline. Oh, shoot, that just went tornado warning. Woo, that was quite the update. Okay, well, now we have a tornado warning here for Galveston. But like I said, you follow basically Houston straight there. Wow, that's crazy. Okay, we're going to bring this up here a little closer. Let's see, we have that radar view. So that literally just turned south quickly. That's a little... Wow, that thing has some velocity on it. Holy cow. Okay, so yeah, we got a problem now, you guys. Got a big problem. Joe Mama, once again, thank you so much for that. Super nice of you. Wow. Yep, so we got a tornado warning now in effect here. As you can see, if you don't know what this is what we call a velocity scan. And this basically just, measures the wind. So we obviously have a bit of rotation happening here. It basically just measures rotation here. Which, that is a little bit interesting. Let's see. Is this a... I don't even know. Not confirmed yet, or at least by radar anyways. But it is right here off the coast of Galveston. If anyone knows where Galveston is, like I said, if you don't, here's Houston. Houston's up here. You follow Houston directly to the coastline, and it'll lead you to a city called Galveston. And that's right where the tornado warning is at. So that expires in 31 minutes. A new scan just came out here. Still showing some rotation. Okay, so yep, things are heating up, y'all. Things are seriously kicking in high gear. So we're going to need to watch out for that. So yeah, velocity is picking up some rotation. Right now, that rotation does not appear to be over land. Right now, it is over water, which would be a water spout. But obviously, once that tracks inland, that is whenever that could be a concern. But yeah. So once again, if you're in Galveston, recommended to seek shelter here. Make sure that you are in your safe spot. Obviously, the best place to be during a tornado is in a storm cellar. If you don't have a storm cellar, go to a basement. If you don't have that, go to the central interior room of your home. Put as many walls between yourself and the outdoors as possible, providing as much protection to you. Obviously, that'll give you, the best chance of making through unscathed. But, for example, I mean, if you are like in a mobile home or a trailer, yeah, you got to get out regardless. Don't try to outrun it, or don't try to, basically go through it in a trailer. That is a very bad thing to do. Because, like I said, I hate to say this. I know it sounds kind of creepy, but, storms like this could easily toss trailers like tumbleweeds. Like, seriously, it could seriously... It could ruin your day. It could really ruin your day. So it's heavily advised to get out of your trailer and go find a sturdier shelter there. But anyways, right now it's right at this moment it's mostly a boater concern. So for the boaters out there, it is highly recommended to alter course. Obviously get away from the storm, which, obviously you should have been away from these storms to begin with, because I'm sure you've received plenty of warning, with these special marine warnings. It's been priorly issued here. Definitely some heavy rainfall on this guy. You can actually see in the brown, or kind of blackish red color, that's showing some heavy rainfall. And there's even a few little spots here you can kind of see, maybe showing some hail. I'll tell you what, hail detection showing hail probability of 80%, maybe up to the size of a half an inch in diameter. So that's that. That, my friends, is an active tornado warning that's in effect. We have 28 minutes to go. Once again, this expires here at basically. Let's see here. We're going to try to pull up this. All right, 28 minutes to go, which I believe expires at 11:15 Eastern, which would be 10:15 Central, if I'm not mistaken. Let's see here. I would pull this up. I would pull up the text, but for some reason it does not have the. Oh, I'm going to do all that. Yeah, for some reason it doesn't have the text available. But once again, y'all, tornado warning now in effect here. Paul says, what's a bomb cyclone? Basically a very, very power low pressure system that tracks its way typically northeast, and it brings heavy, heavy snowfall. Typically that's what that is. Let's see, it died out, thankfully, says Tornado Eclipse. Say 100 mile an hour wind, or 100 mile per hour gate to gate. Let's see. Still is showing some rotation though. Tell you what, we're gonna turn on a live scan here so we can actually get like up to date info here for y'all. With the markers, yeah, I'm seeing about 50 to 50. There you go. Yep, latest scan just came through here. It looks like a latest scan here though. Maybe the winds have died down a little bit. Yeah, not as strong there. See, 40 outgoing, 20 incoming. So yeah, it does appear that. Did I see the Mayfield, Kentucky tornado last year? But now you should see what it's like now. I did see it last year, not personally, but I was tracking the storms live last year when it happened. But I have not seen Mayfield recently. I guarantee they're going to be recovering for years, probably. Really, really crazy. Let's see here, but yeah, that was quite the crazy system that moved through. Very unfortunate. But once again, everybody, for my friends just now joining us, obviously, y'all please be on the lookout because we have now a tornado warning in effect for portions of Texas, right here towards Galveston. For Galveston, it looks like that rotation is, still happening, but it looks like over the last two scans, it's been on a downtrend, obviously a potential weakening trend here regarding rotation, but still don't let that fool you. Still got to be in your shelter. 25 minutes ago. Paul says, do I ever go storm chasing? Yeah, sometimes I do. See, Vincent says Mayfield should have been an EF5. Yeah, honestly, I would have to agree with you on that, but I know there's some people that it's kind of a big debate topic. Let's see. Adder says Shreveport, Louisiana. National Weather Service hints a possible Monday enhanced, moderate, or maybe high in the area discussion. Right now, it's already slight. And like I said, we see what happens. We literally see what happens on these events here. If you don't know what they're talking about here, not this event, but for next event starting next week, early next week here for Monday. We got a big risk here. Across Texas, Oklahoma, portions of Arkansas, Louisiana, Missouri, Tennessee, Kentucky, portions of Mississippi as well, which obviously is a bit more concerning than this event. This, if you see something like that, them issue this that far out, little bit crazy. Okay, so we got to be watching out for that, which that could be a big concern here. Anyways, back over here to the tornado warning. Like I said, this is kind of our number one priority right now. Big concern here right now. Monday is going to be crazy. Weather has been crazy this year. Absolutely. Oh, yeah. Don't need to tell me again. It's been quite nuts. It really has been. Once again, guys, Galveston, Texas, right here just on the coastline here. Like I said, if you don't know where Galveston is, take Houston, for example. Track directly southeast by taking Interstate 45 directly southeast until you hit the coast, and you will be in a city called Galveston. And that is where there is an active tornado warning in effect for 23 more minutes, which is something we're going to watch out for. Jake says, when will there be an EF5 tornado in the future? You cannot tell that. There's no way to tell. I can tell you this, we haven't had an EF5 in almost 10 years, which haven't had a EF5 in almost 10 years. There's a lot of them that came close. Honestly, I would agree to some that they got to EF5 since then, but officially There has not been one, I believe, since 2013, May of 2013. Pretty sure. What do I think the next tornado season will look like? Just trying to get through winter right now before I really start talking about next spring. And I really couldn't tell you that off the bat without diving into climatology, which I'm not doing right now. Yeah, we're not going to talk about that right now. What we are going to talk about is the people who are in this tornado warning for Galveston. You got to be in the shelters. East of Texas City, also kind of a nearby area. Let's see here. Kevin says next EF5 will happen when an upgraded tornado EF scale comes out. Is it me, or have I heard talks of a new scale trying to be made? The enhanced Vegeta scale. The enhanced to the second power for Vegeta. I always called it the Vegeta scale. But yeah, who knows? Who knows what's going to be named here? But once again, everybody in Galveston, Texas, if you have any families, if you have any friends or family who's in Galveston or nearby, tell them to be in their safe spot. Once again, the best place to go is obviously in a storm cellar. If not, go to a basement. If you don't have that central interior portion of your home, if you're in a trailer, get out, find a sturdier place. And if you're at the worst case scenario where you're in a trailer and there's nothing but fields all around you and that you're in that tornado warning, you want to find a ditch. That is the last resort. Absolute last resort. We got a new scan coming through here. That's why it's flickering like this. Let's see what this has to say. Let's see. Yes, they are working on a new EF scale. Thought so. Well, I tell you what. I mean, honestly, from the view here on the radar, I think this thing's definitely going, this thing's starting to fade out a bit. Rotation's not as strong on this one. Yeah, definitely not as strong on this one. You can kind of see how, the tightness of rotation, we can take a look here back a few frames. The tightness of the rotation, compared to that, to now this, has definitely bled off a bit. Definitely has bled off a bit, which is good news, which is great news. But like I said, still a tornado warning in effect here, which still need to be in a shelter, but it looks like good things are happening here. No basement anywhere here in South Texas. We are at sea level. Fair point. That is a very fair point. But honestly, you're right. That's just basically like what I remember, or basically what I go off of anytime I see a tornado warning. So it's basically just natural to me to say that. But yeah, I mean, same thing for like Florida too. Let's see. Time to kill says we got 7 inches of snow last night here in Falcon, Colorado. Another 6 coming Monday. By Monday, it's still a few days out. That could definitely still change. Which I wouldn't get solely set on that amount coming. I mean, who knows? It could be more, it could be less. We'll see. We could see. Let's see. El Reno Tornado could eventually an EF5 with new upgraded scale. Yeah, I'm curious to see what they're going to do with this. Let's see. Z-Nick says, hello, I'm back. What's up? Hope you're doing all right. Once again, thank you for joining us. Now, guys, like I said, there's one thing I want to go ahead and tell you why we are, watching this here. If you are not already, guys, consider hitting that subscribe button. Like I said, I'm here for y'all. I want you guys to be up to date and stuff like that with the latest weather information. We are literally just 39 subscribers from reaching our goal of 8,000. So we're so close. So if you're not already, we have about 100 people watching right now. So if you're not already, guys, hit that subscribe button. Please, it would be greatly appreciated. It'll help you out. It'll help you out. Like I said, if there's an event that's nearby you, and you don't know what's going on, tune into us. We'll likely be live covering it. Like I said, we usually go live here for all these events here. Anyways, but so after, with all that going on, we still have this nasty little cold front moving through here. Still kicking across the way. Here towards Houston, like I said, here just off the coast of Houston, or towards the coast of Houston here towards Galveston, we have this one tornado warning. I tell you what, guys, when this tornado warning gets canceled, I think we're going to go on break because we've been live here for about an hour already. Typically, every hour of streaming, I like to take like a, like I said, I like to take at least a 10-minute break because just to rest the voice for a minute, rehydrate, get up, stretch, stuff like that. So I'm just letting you all know early in advance. Whenever we do whenever this does get canceled, either if it runs out of time, or it just gets canceled, then I will take a small break here. It'll be a good time for you guys to grab a snack or something too. Let's see here. Really great news so far tonight. No tornado report, no damaging wind report, no hail, says Kevin on Twitter. That is true. But I really can't say that that's not going to be the end result. Because like I said, I mean, hey, everything's possible tonight. Even though it's a pretty low concern, it's a low probability, it's still a chance. And we have an active tornado warning right now, so what does that tell you? But this is mostly over water, by the way. This is mostly a concern for areas like, for the boaters out there, basically. Let's see, Pilot Guy says, hello, what's up, Pilot? Hope you're doing good. Glad to have you here. Let's see, what about Pasadena, Texas? Let's see, Pasadena, Texas. How do you even spell that? Let's see, Pasadena. Here we go, Pasadena. So, okay, this is right outside Houston. Okay, so for you, I mean, honestly, you're not terribly far away from this active tornado warning, but you're not in it. Yeah, Pasadena's right there. You're good. Right now, you're good. Tell you what, though. There's a storm to your south, but it is not severe. And we got to be watching out for this cold front. You know, this cold front could sweep over you. Remember in Morton, Texas, wedge that happened at 2%? I do. Wasn't that Western Texas? I remember that happening. Just goes to show you. It really just goes to show you even the smallest tornado risk here could obviously show, even the smallest tornado risk here can play out to be nasty. It's the reason we're live. I mean, if there's any tornado potential, we're here for you. Like I said, we try to be here as much as possible. But once again, everybody, please stay safe out there. And thank you all so much for joining us today. We have ourselves 16 minutes on this tornado warning to go. Like I said, there is some good news with the latest radar scans here. Looks like things are fading out here. Let's see. Stephanie says, okay, thank you. Absolutely no problem. Glad to help out, you know. That's what I'm here for. But once again, everybody, please hit that subscribe button. Greatly appreciated. I usually don't ask for much on the channel, but we are so close to 8,000. Like, it's crazy how close we are. I mean, we are literally, what, 27 away now? Or 37 away. We're getting close. So, y'all, please hit that subscribe button. Make sure you guys will stay up to date always. Like I said, we have a big event coming up here for Monday of next week, which we're gonna need to watch. Definitely. But as mentioned before, everybody, once this tornado warning gets canceled here, we got a new scan coming through right now. But once this tornado warning gets canceled here, we're gonna take a 10-minute break, and we'll head back. Go back and get up, stretch, rehydrate, move around a bit. Rest my voice, because like I said, talking straight for a while, it definitely does get to you. That is for sure. Let's see, Travis says we only got maybe an inch here in Savannah, Tennessee. Yeah, Tennessee was not really set to see too much snowfall out of that last system to move through. Let's see, new scan came out here. Still some ins and outs, but they are pretty separated from each other. So obviously what that means is that the rotation is quite broad, quite large, which if you think large rotation, you might think it's bad, but large rotation takes a bit more time to turn into something violent. I'm not saying it can't, but definitely is something we need to continue watching here. Absolutely. Let's see. Pilot says, I am in the risk for Monday. Well, Pilot, stay safe out there. We are going to be live for Monday. Like I said, if you guys don't know what's happening Monday, here's a little bit of a preview for y'all. If you are across any of these yellow areas here, being northeastern Texas, kind of the area we're covering now, Louisiana, the entirety of Arkansas, eastern portions of Oklahoma, portions of southern Missouri, portions of basically northwestern Mississippi, western Tennessee, western Kentucky, southern Illinois, and southern Indiana. My friends, I'll tell you what, you are at risk for severe storms next Monday, being for the 2nd. So, like I said, the fact that the National Weather Service or the Storm Prediction Center has actually issued that this far out is saying something. Typically, when they do that, that means that there's a lot of supports of something potentially nasty. That's our next big system here. But anyways, 12 minutes to go. 12 minutes to go here on the tornado warning here. It looks like things are kind of smoothing out. I think they're just going to allow this thing to expire here. So, but once it does, like I said, once again, everybody, we're going to take a small break whenever this thing gets expired here. That way to conserve as much energy as possible. So we'll probably take like a 10-minute break and then we'll come back for a little bit and we'll probably call it a night. But, new special marine warning just got issued here. Let's see. This is northeast of Galveston. This is for areas. I wish there was more of an approximate area here. This is south of Interstate 10. Okay, directly due south of Anahuac, I think. How you pronounce that? You can see it for yourself. Southwest of Winnie. That is what we're looking at. Let's see. Pilot says I'm updated. I'm glad I'm not in the risk here. Yeah, that's good though. Travis says I'm sure it'll get nasty around here when it finally hits. Probably. Well, stay safe there, Travis. Once again, everybody, please stay safe out there. We got you. We got you all covered. Trust us. We're going to be here for you. That's what this channel's about, you know? Making sure you guys are ready to go. Make sure you guys are aware of the situation. Anyways, but the special marine warning is obviously here for... Yeah, obviously here for, concerns of, gusty winds for boaters out there. Could capsize vessels. That's the main concern here. Puss in Boot says, is Georgia in the risk of getting tornadoes? No. Nope. Not right now, at least. But I will tell you what. We might... it's kind of way too early to say this, but we could possibly see a concern for severe weather that might include tornadoes for next week. Early next week. Still a bit too early. I'm still analyzing the models. Still taking a look at it. But once I come to a conclusion, I will announce it. It's that simple. All right, 10 minutes ago in the tornado warning. It is almost over here. Yeah, they issued a special marine warning. They would have probably issued another tornado warning if they were concerned about, this continuing to push inland. But anyways, my friends, we've been live here for an hour. I tell you what, we're actually going to go ahead and... Nah, never mind. I was going to say we're probably just going to head off now, but there still is a tornado warning, so we'll just ride it through. But once again, everybody, thank you all for joining us tonight. Thank you all. Let's see. We'll take a look here at some of these other things going on here. So, but once again, yeah, this main line of storms that's kicking off is actually this thing's really maturing. This thing is definitely is cranking. I mean, it's looking a lot more well defined here. Basically, over the last 2 hours, this thing has gotten pretty interesting here. Like you can kind of see here how it kind of ends here. Right here towards like Columbus, Texas, right there off of Interstate 10, and tracks north towards like Nacogdoches here, which will pull up the base radar here, or the entirety of the country's radar. Something I actually mentioned right now is the fact that we are seeing snow tracking from basically Nebraska and through portions of southeastern South Dakota, and now moving through Minnesota. Yeah, still moving through. It looks like it's going to be more of a linear by Monday. Chance prefrontals are always there. Yeah, honestly, a few storms in the warm sector could be a concern, but I'd tell you, I'd tell you that it would likely be straight line. Maybe, wind damage concerns possibly. possibly some wind damage and stuff like that. Maybe tornadoes. Once again, it just depends, but we'll keep an eye on it. Oh, hold up. Was there a... That's weird. So a while ago, let's see, this is a funnel cloud reported at 8:10 p.m. Eastern time. Huh. That wasn't recent, but that's interesting, though. Travis is making a trip on forward riding mower from Mountain City to Memphis. Glad I waited until February to do it. Well, there you go. Yep, here comes a new scan here. Still a pretty daggone strong storm, though, I tell you. Oh, got a glitch. That's a little glitch there. Here we go. Here comes a new velocity scan here. Brand new velocity. We need ya. You know, velocity is very important here for this. All right, let's see. So just scan through. Oh, yeah. Looking a lot better. Those outbound winds there in the red, you know, the winds moving away from radar, is weakening. Which you can see the radar is over there. That little hole you see right there, that's where the radar is at. And the red is showing the winds that are moving away from radar, which is moving east here. The green showing it moving towards the radar. So, yeah, honestly, this is just going to be allowed to expire. There's not hardly much any rotation at all in this right now. But anyways, let's see here. But anyways, my friends, well, I tell you what, since we're already on the subject, and I know this is probably not going to do much of anything else, still, you're in a tornado warning, you should still be monitoring it locally, but I tell you what, we are going to head off here for about 10 minutes, that way we can grab ourselves, some water, obviously, because I need it, and stuff like that, so, but yeah, we'll definitely keep on watching this, my friends here. We'll watch it a little bit longer when we get back. But once again, everybody, thank you all for joining us. My radar is absolutely losing it. What is going on? Dude, my radar is full on doing a disco rave right now. That's actually really cool looking. I'm not going to lie. Look at that. That's so weird. But anyways, we'll be back here, guys, in about 10-15 minutes, so I will see you guys here in a few. If you're new to the channel, guys, hit that subscribe button. We are so close to 8,000. We can do this tonight. So if you're not already, hit that subscribe button. Tell your friends and family to hit that subscribe button as well. Once again, we're here for you. You specifically. Yes, you, the person who is not subscribed, you hit the subscribe button. We're so close. We are so close. But all right. Well, we're going to go ahead and switch on over here, my friends. Take a look here. Be back here in about 14 minutes. A little bit less now. All right, my friends. Thank you all for joining us. And I'll see you all here in a moment.
South winds around 10 miles an hour. New Year's Day, mostly sunny. Highs in the mid-70s. Sunday night, mostly cloudy. A chance of showers with a slight chance of thunderstorms after midnight. Not as cool with lows in the mid-60s. Chance of rain 30%. Monday, showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of rain 90%. Monday night, partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening, then a chance of sprinkles after midnight. Cooler with lows in the lower 50s. Chance of rain 40%. Tuesday, mostly sunny with a chance of sprinkles. Highs in the upper 60s. Tuesday night, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 40s. Wednesday, sunny. Highs in the upper 50s. Wednesday night, mostly clear. Lows in the upper 30s. Thursday, sunny. Highs around 60. The hazardous weather outlook through tonight for North Texas. Numerous thunderstorms will continue through the evening, generally east of a line from Sulphur Springs to Corsicana to Temple. Lightning, heavy rainfall, and localized flooding will be the primary hazards. However, a few strong to severe storms containing damaging downburst winds and hail will also be possible. Limited spotter activation may be requested across eastern central Texas through the evening hours. And now the hazardous weather outlook for Friday through Wednesday. Storm chances return Monday and Monday evening. Severe weather will be possible, especially along and east of Interstate 35. However, the extent of the severe threat remains uncertain at this time. The ultraviolet index forecast for December 30th is 2, or low. The current time is 10:12 p.m. Central Standard Time. You're listening to NOAA All Hazards Radio, the voice of the National Weather Service, station KWN 34, serving the Palestine listening area. The following reports of weather, temperature, and wind were made at 10 p.m. Palestine, rain and fog, 61, dew point 61, relative humidity 100%, wind northeast at 3, pressure 29.91 inches and falling. Crockett, rain and fog, 61, calm. Jacksonville, heavy rain, 60, north at 8. Tyler, rain and fog, 61, east at 8. Athens, rain, 57, northeast at 9. Corsicana, cloudy, 59, east at 6. Elsewhere around the region, DFW Airport, cloudy, 58, north at 5. College Station, cloudy, 63, east at 7. Houston Intercontinental, light rain, 67, southeast at 14. Shreveport, rain and fog, 66, south at 14. Now let's check on your local forecast for Palestine and surrounding locations tonight. Showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the mid-50s. Light and variable winds. Chance of rain 90%. Friday, partly sunny in the morning, then becoming mostly cloudy. Highs in the mid-60s. North winds around 5 miles an hour. Friday night, mostly cloudy in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the upper 40s. Light and variable winds. Saturday, sunny. Highs in the lower 70s. South winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. And now the extended forecast. Saturday night, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 50s. South winds around 10 miles an hour. New Year's Day, mostly sunny. Highs in the mid-70s. Sunday night, mostly cloudy. A chance of showers with a slight chance of thunderstorms after midnight. Not as cool with lows in the mid-60s. Chance of rain 30%. Monday, showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of rain 90%. Monday night, partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening, then a chance of sprinkles after midnight. Cooler with lows in the lower 50s. Chance of rain 40%. Tuesday, mostly sunny with a chance of sprinkles. Highs in the upper 60s. Tuesday night, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 40s. Wednesday, sunny. Highs in the upper 50s. Wednesday night, mostly clear. Lows in the upper 30s. Thursday, sunny. Highs around 60. The hazardous weather outlook through tonight for North Texas. Numerous thunderstorms will continue through the evening, generally east of a line from Sulphur Springs to Corsicana to Temple. Lightning, heavy rainfall, and localized flooding will be the primary hazards. However, a few strong to severe storms containing damaging downburst winds and hail will also be possible. Limited spotter activation may be requested across eastern central Texas through the evening hours. And now the hazardous weather outlook for Friday through Wednesday. Storm chances return Monday and Monday evening. Severe weather will be possible, especially along and east of Interstate 35. However, the extent of the severe threat remains uncertain at this time. The ultraviolet index forecast for December 30th is 2, or low. The current time is 10:16 p.m. Central Standard Time. You are listening to NOAA All Hazards Radio, the voice of the National Weather Service, station KWN 34, serving the Palestine listening area. The following reports of weather, temperature, and wind were made at 10 p.m. Palestine, rain and fog, 61. Dew point, 61. Relative humidity, 100%. Wind northeast at 3. Pressure, 29.91 inches and falling. Crockett, rain and fog, 61. Calm. Jacksonville, heavy rain, 60. North at 8. Tyler, rain and fog, 61. East at 8. Athens, rain, 57. Northeast at 9. Corsicana, cloudy, 59, east at 6. Elsewhere around the region, DFW Airport, cloudy, 58, north at 5. College Station, cloudy, 63, north at 7. Houston Intercontinental, light rain, 67, southeast at 14. Shreveport, rain and fog, 66, south at 14. Now let's check on your local forecast for Palestine and surrounding locations tonight. Showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the mid-50s. Light and variable winds. Chance of rain 90%. Friday, partly sunny in the morning, then becoming mostly cloudy. Highs in the mid-60s. North winds around 5 miles an hour. Friday night, mostly cloudy in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the upper 40s. Light and variable winds. Saturday, sunny. Highs in the lower 70s. South winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. And now the extended forecast. Saturday night, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 50s. South winds around 10 miles an hour. New Year's Day, mostly sunny. Highs in the mid-70s. Sunday night, mostly cloudy. A chance of showers with a slight chance of thunderstorms after midnight. Not as cool with lows in the mid-60s. Chance of rain 30%. Monday, showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of rain 90%. Monday night, partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening, then a chance of sprinkles after midnight. Cooler with lows in the lower 50s. Chance of rain 40%. Tuesday, mostly sunny with a chance of sprinkles. Highs in the upper 60s. Tuesday night, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 40s. Wednesday, sunny. Highs in the upper 50s. Wednesday night, mostly clear. Lows in the upper 30s. Thursday, sunny. Highs around 60. The hazardous weather outlook through tonight for North Texas. Numerous thunderstorms will continue through the evening, generally east of the line from Sulphur Springs to Corsicana to Temple. Lightning, heavy rainfall, and localized flooding will be the primary hazards. However, a few strong to severe storms containing damaging downburst winds and hail will also be possible. Limited spotter activation may be requested across eastern central Texas through the evening hours. And now the hazardous weather outlook for Friday through Wednesday. Storm chances return Monday and Monday evening. Severe weather will be possible, especially along and east of Interstate 35. However, the extent of the severe threat remains uncertain at this time. The ultraviolet index forecast for December 30th is 2, or low. The current time is 10:20 p.m. Central Standard Time. You're listening to NOAA, All Hazards Radio, the voice of the National Weather Service, station KWN 34, serving the Palestine listening area. The following reports of weather, temperature, and wind were made at 10 p.m. Palestine, rain and fog, 61, dew point 61, relative humidity 100%, wind northeast at 3, pressure 29.91 inches and falling. Crockett, rain and fog, 61, calm. Jacksonville, heavy rain, 60, north at 8. Tyler, rain and fog, 61, east at 8. Athens, rain, 57, northeast at 9. Corsicana, cloudy, 59, east at 6. Elsewhere around the region, DFW Airport, cloudy, 58, north at 5. College Station, cloudy, 63, north at 7. Houston Intercontinental, light rain, 67, southeast at 14. Shreveport, rain and fog, 66, south at 14. Now let's check on your local forecast for Palestine and surrounding locations tonight. Showers and thunderstorms. Lows in the mid-50s. Light and variable winds. Chance of rain 90%. Friday, partly sunny in the morning, then becoming mostly cloudy. Highs in the mid-60s. North winds around 5 miles an hour. Friday night, mostly cloudy in the evening, then becoming partly cloudy. Lows in the upper 40s. Light and variable winds. Saturday, sunny. Highs in the lower 70s. South winds 5 to 10 miles an hour. And now the extended forecast. Saturday night, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 50s. South winds around 10 miles an hour. New Year's Day, mostly sunny. Highs in the mid-70s. Sunday night, mostly cloudy. A chance of showers with a slight chance of thunderstorms after midnight. Not as cool with lows in the mid-60s. Chance of rain 30%. Monday, showers and thunderstorms. Highs in the mid-70s. Chance of rain 90%. Monday night, partly cloudy. A chance of showers and thunderstorms in the evening, then a chance of sprinkles after midnight. Cooler with lows in the lower 50s. Chance of rain 40%. Tuesday, mostly sunny with a chance of sprinkles. Highs in the upper 60s. Tuesday night, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 40s. Wednesday, sunny. Highs in the upper 50s. Wednesday night, mostly clear. Lows in the upper 30s. Thursday, sunny. Highs around 60. The hazardous weather outlook through tonight for North Texas. Numerous thunderstorms will continue through the evening, generally east of a line from Sulphur Springs to Corsicana to Temple. Lightning, heavy rainfall, and localized flooding will be the primary hazards. However, a few strong to severe storms containing damage.
All right, guys, we are back here with the coverage. Hope everyone is doing all right here for this evening. We got a lot of stuff currently kicking off here. Things have actually really amplified since we just went on our little break here. Just FYI for you guys, we're going to be heading off here at 12 or midnight Eastern, so in about a little over a half hour here, we're going to probably head off here because I do have my girlfriend here and I want to spend some time with her and stuff like that. So, anyways, but we now have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts as well as penny-sized hail. This actually just got issued here while we were on break here. And we actually do have ourselves another few cells with special marine warnings here for 20 minutes. So, yep, got some new activity going on here. Crystal says, love it, the 59-degree weather today. Yeah, honestly, it's a lot better than what we had to deal with last week. I mean, I tell you what, it was brutal. Absolutely brutal. Now, something I want to take a look at here is the models. I want to pull back up the models again. I want to see what's going on here back with HRRR. Just going to bring this up. Once again, Rain, thank you so much for being a member. Anyways, let's go ahead and switch over here towards the region. So, anyways, switching over back to the models. So, according to this here, 11 o'clock, obviously now, it looks like a lot of those nasty storms will be moving into portions of like southwestern Louisiana, kind of towards like the Lake Charles region, kind of just after midnight. Now, obviously, we're not going to be able to be live during this part of the event. Like I said, we're actually heading off here at 12 Eastern. So, but yeah. Let's see. Liam says, I'm going to head out. See you later, Andrew. See you later, Liam. Thank you for joining us. Let's see. They actually just extended that. Oh, shoot. They did actually just extended that severe thunderstorm warning even further now. Let's see here. Yep, for 19 minutes. So there's actually, there's 2 warnings on this right now. Which this moves into areas south of Anahuac. I think that's how I'm pretty sure that's how you pronounce that area. Southwest of Winnie. Main concern here is for damaging winds and possibly some hail up to penny size. Which, penny size hail is nothing extreme, but it's mostly just the winds that are the concern out of that one. Let's see, special marine warnings here. These guys, yeah, these ones are concerning when it comes to, possible winds and maybe even some, maybe even some water spout. Honestly, it looks like on this right-hand cell. Let's see. Yeah, it looks like on the right-hand cell, you guys can kind of see that little indentation right there. That might be a little bit of rotation happening on this special marine warning right in here. Yep, that might be water spout potential. Possibly. Which is not good. Not good at all. When it comes to rotation out of this one cell, we just had a tornado warning on a little bit ago. If you guys were here probably about 20 minutes ago or so, you'd see that we had a tornado warning here. It's now been canceled, which is good. No reports of a tornado as of yet, from what I've seen. But the rotation's bled out, which is good. Definitely is some good news. But yeah, I mean, it looks like we have a bit of rotation going on here on this other cell. Still far away for the most part from land. Obviously, like I said, right now the main concern is the people who are out in the water. The people who are in boats on the water. Obviously, where the winds are expected to locally pick up stronger, where the winds are expected to pick up and where the waves are getting higher, throws the possibility of capsizing, in which not really something you want to have. That would definitely ruin your day, and it is life-threatening, and it's not good. Definitely not good. So try to alter your course around these storms. Honestly, like I said, you want to alter your course around these storms to avoid the danger. But like I said, the main concern here out of these guys is winds, but perhaps 34 knots or greater, which, as mentioned before, some vessels, smaller vessels could easily be turned over in those winds. Like I said, there's locally higher waves and winds, yeah. Bit concerning here. Anyways, but for 1 second here, I do want to discuss the radar view. Right now, across the country, we have a bit of snow that's actually currently falling across portions here of eastern Minnesota. We're here across these regions. You guys can kind of see here through Duluth. It looks like it's raining through Minneapolis. Or sorry, snowing. So we were seeing some snow across the regions. Rain says, I honestly was not expecting that, but hey, I love the rain. Well, there you go. There you go. So once again, everybody, thank you all so much for joining us. We're going to set a goal by the end of this live stream. Like I said, we have a half hour to go. We're going to try to get to 8,000 subscribers tonight, which I don't have my phone because it's charging. But we are getting close, and we are literally like 30 subscribers away. So if you're not already, hit that subscribe button, y'all. Make sure that you guys are staying up to date on the weather. Because like I said, I mean, it could be a crazy little system, which is like it could be a historic system, or it could be a little system like this. We'll cover it. We got it. Most of the time we do. There's obviously going to be some days where we're not going to be able to go live, but for for the most part, we typically go live for y'all. We post video updates. I'm going to start doing more shorts, actually. That's really something I do want to end up doing is, doing more shorts and all. Which is, something that's on the table. Kind of just like morning updates, weather updates here, taking a look here out. Just something that you can watch just before you head to work or school or wherever you're going, and obviously be up to date there. But anyway, so right now, like I said, we have the main event here east of Waco. You can kind of see here east of Bryan. You see this long line of storms here? This is that cold front. Or, it's not really a strong cold front, but it's kind of a weak cold front. But it is firing off some storms here. Now, these are not severe warned yet. They're moving into an environment here where obviously, these could amplify. Like I said, the models were really showing after midnight, which is kind of uncommon for the most part, but it shows you can see after midnight, kind of around around the midnight hours for Central Time, which is 1 o'clock Eastern, of these cells amplifying. eventually moving towards like Lake Charles, which eventually is gonna happen here. Proxy says, how many subscribers do I need to reach 8,000? Right here, let me look at this real quick. At the moment, as of right now, I believe I'm like, here, let's see. I have to restart YouTube on my my tablet real quickly. But right now, when it comes to subscribers, I am at 7.96, which is 7,960, which we're going to try to get to 8,000 today. Once again, we have about, I basically have, a half hour left here with you guys. Let's see here. Please, for Kansas City Chiefs fans, it's going to be cold or snowing for a game, please. So here's the thing, Joe Mama, you're likely not going to see anything crazy towards Kansas City for early next week. We take a look here at the models. Actually, I'll pull this up for you. You seem kind of concerned about it, so I'll go and show this for you. No problem. So across the region, and regarding the precipitation and all kinds of fun stuff like that. So here for like next week, I'm going to actually switch over to GFS, what I want to do. Switching over here towards like next week. The next amount of precipitation, honestly, I mean, it shows you could have some on the 2nd. Yep, kind of for like the, towards the Kansas City region. Probably for like the early or the late portion of the 2nd. Might be something to watch out for. But like I said, as a whole standard, guys, this is going to be a nasty system, potentially regarding rain and snow. I mean, across like the north here. Yeah, a lot of people could get some snow here. Once again, like I said, the main target areas for snow out of this upcoming system for early next week, basically for beginning 2023. Yeah, we're going to be seeing a lot of potential snow for these areas up here. We're talking like Nebraska, North, South Dakota, portions of Iowa, Minnesota, maybe portions of Wisconsin. Could be in the line for some snow, and then we have this cold front moving through, which actually might bring severe weather as far up north as like Indiana, which is interesting. How much rainfall can I expect next week? Still too early to tell for the most part, but between the blend of models, depends on exactly where you're at. Here, we'll take a national view here. Let me go ahead and switch this over. Precipitation-wise, basically here for like the 2nd. Honestly, a decent amount could be forecast here, about 1 to 2 inches of rain across like the south. But for you more further up north, I forgot exactly where you're at, but kind of see this. The blue's kind of showing around a ½ inch. And then obviously like towards like the purple, kind of around 1.75 and so on. Reds, oranges, kind of around 2 to 3 inches. But yeah, I mean the west or the east here is going to be getting lit up here by some precipitation. Some more precipitation and some warmer temperatures is in the forecast, you guys. I'm sure y'all are happy about that, huh? I'm sure a lot of you guys are wanting to have all that. Yeah, seriously, it's been bitterly cold this last week, but I can thankfully tell you guys that conditions are getting better. They are definitely improving here. Once again, though, on an update on the current view, though, taking a look here back at the radar, which we're looking at right now, we have a severe thunderstorm warning in effect here east of Houston to an area here just north of Galveston. We've got a new radar update coming through right now. But at the moment, we are seeing a severe thunderstorm warning, which 9 minutes to go here, basically for 60-mile-per-hour wind gusts, so winds could gust up to 60, and maybe even some penny-sized hail being possible. So basically, penny-sized hail, which is not considered severe. It has to be quarter size or larger to be considered severe hail, which is not severe hail. The reason this is actually warned at all is because of the damaging wind possibilities of maybe 60 mile an hour, which obviously could, throw around loose objects outside, which if anyone's outdoors, which probably not many people are outdoors right now, could, like I said, obviously could possibly have, some impacts on us. If you have anything that's loose outside and you're in the storm's way, try to move it without putting yourself in danger, because you don't want that to go flying here. Let's see here. Soldier says, good morning, bro. Good morning there, Soldier. Let's see. Welcome to India. Well, obviously glad to have you here. from all the way across the world. Wow. Yep, I'm here from the States. That's quite a ways. Actually, it's almost midnight for me. It's almost 12. And like I said, at 12, we're actually heading off here for tonight. So we have about 24 minutes, guys, until we head off here tonight. So we gave you all about 2 hours of coverage, which I think that's pretty daggone good. Honestly, like I said, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of coverage on this event here. I told you I would. Trust me, I keep up with my word here. I'm a little concerned, though. Y'all see this? Like, can you all actually see this here? See that little tail end right there? I don't know if that's actually trying to do something. Velocity here. Yeah, I don't see any rotation out of it. Oh, anyways, we'll see how that goes. Yeah, that's definitely a concerning shape there. That's for sure. But we'll see how things go. Blondie says yes. What's up, Blondie? I didn't even know you're here. Hope you're doing good. Let's see. Travis says, I'm always outside. That's part of the fun living on a cattle farm. Absolutely. Yeah, I mean, especially for, farmers and, I mean, weather's a big deal. Growing season especially. But right now we're kind of out of growing season. But, for springs and stuff like that, I mean, seriously, it's a big deal. Big deal. And like I said, a lot of farmers rely on our forecasts and stuff like that. And like I said, we tell you guys the honest information. I know there's a lot of news outlets out there that tend to hype some things up, and it might seem like we do this on the channel every once in a while. It's simply just to gather attention to make sure you guys are staying safe. That's basically in simple terms of why we do that. But we keep it honest. We do keep it honest for you guys. Nothing we say here is not true. Let's see. Blondie says you missed my hello, but I'm always stalking in the background. Well, what's up, Blondie? Thank you for joining us. Anyways, though, new update. Like I said, latest information coming through right now. We have a few special weather statements. Special marine warnings in effect here just off the coast of Texas. South of Houston. Southeast of Houston here. You can see that right there is where Houston is located. Southeast of Houston, we have a group of special marine warnings. Basically, obviously throwing out the hazard. So what a special marine warning is, for the people who don't know what this is, it's a warning to the boaters out there in the waters because of a strong thunderstorm, basically. The problem is with these thunderstorms, basically what happens is you have locally higher winds, which creates locally higher waves, which can throw the impacts of maybe tossing your vessel around and obviously potentially capsizing it. So that's why we issue these warnings here, is to basically protect the boaters. And if you're in any of these warnings, you need to change your course and sail away from these storms. Like I said, I mean, honestly, if we're being honest here, if anybody is out on the water, which I highly doubt anybody's on a boat right now watching this live stream, but if you are, and let's say you are across portions of like coastal Louisiana, maybe on like the western side and portions of like the eastern coast of Texas, I would go back to harbor. Like I said, I would honestly go back to harbor right now. But that's kind of what we are. That's kind of what we are seeing here. Travis says, I always brag on this channel. I get my weather news from here, and I tell everyone else to get it from here. Well, Travis, thank you for helping us out. Seriously, it means a lot to us. Like I said, you know that we are here for you all. You all better know that, because it's true. Here we go. We got a local storm report here of marine thunderstorm winds. Wind gust was measured at the Galveston Bay entrance north jetty. This was reported at 42 mile per hour wind gusts at 10:42 Eastern. Which is weird because that's an hour ago. Basically almost exactly an hour ago, which I'm just now starting to get that. But that was because of that one storm that actually moved through. So, but what I was saying, everybody, is that we are here for you. We got y'all covered. If you could, please hit that subscribe button, y'all. We're so close to 8,000. Like, it's crazy how close we are. We are right we're right there at that line here. Anyways, though, update here on the line. Is it me or does it look a little less organized here? It could be the radar I'm at, too. Let me switch radars over here to south of Waco. Another National Weather Service radar. Yeah, about the same here, honestly. I think this line might be weakening. Or it looks a little bit... It doesn't look as crazy as it did before. But that's what we're talking about here. But once again, everybody, thank you for joining us. And if you have any questions, make sure to let us know. Severe thunderstorm warning, the one we're watching here south of Anahawk here, south of Winnie, southwest of Winnie here. We are seeing severe thunderstorm warning, so 2 minutes to go. So you're pretty much ready to, you're pretty much good to go here. Still a strong storm, don't get me wrong. It still could produce some gusty winds, but that warning that's in effect is about to be canceled. Here's one of two options they could do. First of all, they could re-extend the warning. Maybe they think the conditions are still favorable for 60-mile-an-hour wind gusts and penny-sized hail. Or they could just let it go, and they could just watch the storm, which they're probably just going to do. Typically, by now, they usually don't push it this close before issuing another warning. So I think this is just going to be allowed to expire. But, once again, still no. This storm right here still could be nasty. Still could produce some gusty winds. Still could, maybe produce some small hail there. That's kind of watching here. Blondie says, which direction is this moving, if I may ask? The storms are basically, okay, so the storms themselves are actually kind of moving northeast, but the whole system is pushing east. So, east, basically. They're heading east. Let's see here. Hi, where is this at? So this is across eastern Texas. You can see if I zoom out here. This is across eastern Texas. You can see right there. Just off the coast on very far eastern coastal Texas. Here in the next hour or two, all these storms will be moving into Louisiana. Southwestern Louisiana. Which we're not going to be live for. Or we're not going to be here for. Like I said, we're heading off here, guys, in about 15 minutes, right? Yeah, about 15 minutes. We're heading off here at midnight Eastern. Because we've been live here for a little bit over an hour now. Think about it. We've been live here about an hour and 45 minutes, right? Something like that. Let's see here. See how long we've been live here for. I can actually tell you exactly how much. Yep, an hour and 43 minutes. So yeah, that is kind of what we are talking about. Let's see the latest info. Okay, let's see here. We have 7 seconds until that. Yep, so that warning, that severe thunderstorm warning is now canceled, which is good. Yeah, they also backed off of that one special weather statement. So, that's good. Yep, now we just have these 2 special weather statements. Or sorry, special marine warnings. I don't know why I keep on saying special weather statements. They're special marine warnings basically issued for the boaters out there. Tell them to change their course. Because, that's a concern. So. But anyways, my friends, let me check velocity. Oh, that's not velocity. Take a look here back at that. Ooh. Tell you what, guys. That's concerning. That's a bit of rotation here. South of Galveston, this is still far off in the ocean, but hey, I think that's a bit of rotation. And I'm sure they put hazards on this thing about water spouts. Let me actually, yeah, let me move this over. Let me fix, oh shoot, let me just fix that for you. There we go. Special marine warning right there. We'll move this to the top corner. See where it says water spout possible there? That's that's kind of what we're talking about here. But we're definitely going to keep on watching this here. Once again, here we have another warning, another special marine warning here, just north of Galveston. Galveston was actually in a tornado warning here earlier, which is crazy. But like I said, right now, this is still here for possibility of still a water spout. Yep, we have a water spout possible on this here too.
Now let's check on your local
Let's see here. Post-op appointment was all good news. Both happy and relieved. Well, Proxy, I'm glad to hear that. Seriously. Really, really glad to hear that. Jakey says, I'm back. What's up, Jakey? Hack says, really windy here in Michigan. Well, obviously stay safe out there with all that wind. Yeah, I mean, it's been pretty windy across a lot of areas. I'll tell you what I can do for you, though. Right now, there's no active warnings for Michigan at all. No advisories or anything like that. But I tell you what we can do is I can pull up the forecast for Michigan. And I can actually show you the maximum wind gusts. Yeah, so this is the maximum wind gust expected in the next day. And basically in the next day here. So, yeah, pretty gusty. It's kind of a weird little You can see where the different forecast office is, how they might be a little bit different. Let's see here. But yeah, hopefully that helped you out there. Like I said, that's basically just maximum wind gusts here in the next day. So, let's see here. The official Jay Hoff. Let's see here. It says, hello from Illinois. I hear you're quite warm down there in Kentucky. Well, honestly, right now I'm not in Kentucky, but I tell you what, I basically I do live in Kentucky. I have a bunch of family over there, and it is cold. At least over the last week it has been. But I have some good news for you. I tell you what, got some really good news for you guys, is that we are expecting things to heat up a lot more than they were a week ago. So that's definitely some good news. Well, glad to have you here, Jay Hoff. Thank you for joining us. I'm actually down here in Florida right now, so I guess you could say it's a bit warmer. Which, honestly, the coldest it actually got a few nights ago was around the upper 20s. Yeah, as far down south is like Orlando, which is crazy. Let's see here. Travis says, I got a question. What drove you to do this? I think people would like to know what drives you to go down this road and love this for this profession. So, me personally, I've always loved weather from my early childhood. You go back when I was 6, 7 years old, I was fascinated with thunderstorms, fascinated with weather. I would watch the Weather Channel all the time. I would be glued to the TV watching it. Then I got my first weather station when I was about 10 years old. Then I went from having my first weather station to recording data on the weather station. I got really fascinated because a winter storm was moving through, and I was like, oh my gosh, I need to get some data on this. So, I think it was 10-year-old me sketching or writing down every single, the temperature per half hour. I would sometimes even do closer intervals, 10 minutes. And I would go back to back and back and just keep on recording that and then make graphs and stuff like that when I was 10 years old. And then whenever I started moving into my early teenage years, I started doing research. I started going into model. I started talking to meteorologists. I started, looking at different models, doing my own forecast, starting to learn how to forecast, hanging out with storm chasers, all this stuff. And then eventually it led me to now my early 20s, still doing what I love. For about over a decade, I've been into this. Pretty crazy. But like I said, whenever someone would be going home, whenever your average kid would go home and play video games, you might call me a nerd for this, and I tell you what, you're right. But I used to come home and just look something up about weather, whether it's forecast models, if it's something regarding forecasting. I was in it. I was watching it. And I'm glad to say now I have a truly amazing view of how weather works. I very wellly understand the aspects that goes into weather, whether it being from the winds or to the thermodynamics, all kinds of stuff like that. Anyways, but yeah, so that's kind of a little bit of a backstory to that. Anyways, let's see here. Gregory Key says, what's up, Andrew? What's up? Hope you're doing good. Anyways, my friends, a quick little update here for y'all. We have 2 special marine warnings here. Once again, just hazards to boaters out there. Between the Galveston region, this was a severe thunderstorm warning a little bit ago, but they just got rid of that. It expired. Special marine warning here, which we are going to need to watch out for. Both of these expire in, well, one of these expired 23 minutes, and the one down here south expires in 8. Like I said, we'll take a look here back at velocity, though. This is a little concerning to me. You know, to most people, this is just a bunch of colors. But this is telling me there's a bit of rotation happening inside of the storm here. Which, obviously, if we take a look here at the text, what it says, if I click on the little polygon here, if it'll even let me, it'll show us right there. You go, water spout possible. Let's see, that's very interesting about how you got started, Andrew. Thanks for sharing. No problem. Travis says that answer I pretty well expected. I appreciate it and appreciate what you're doing. Travis, no problem. That's what I'm here for. Like I said, it's my honor, it's my duty, it's my responsibility to provide you guys with the latest information. I love doing it. You know, I simply just love doing this. And on top of it, it helps people out. That's the whole thing. That's the whole thing we're here for. That's the reason of this channel, is to make sure that you guys, just to make sure that you guys are safe and ready to go. That's the thing. You know, sometimes you might question, well, why do weathermen overhype events? Well, it's just as simply to protect you and save. You know, obviously it's just to protect you and, you know, obviously look out for you. Because think of it this way: if you over prepare for an event, you come out of it fine, and you're saying, "Wow, they really went above our heads on this one." But if you under prepare for an event, what are you going to say? If you can say anything at all. Let that sink in for a minute. And so my goal is to let you know what is happening before the bad happens. Example, that's why I'm live right now, is to make sure that you guys are understanding the storms in Texas. To most people, I'm sure there is thousands and hundreds of thousands of, I'm sure there's hundreds of thousands of people in Texas right now. Where the storms are happening, no idea about it. They don't know there's a tornado concern. Which, like I said, it's not a big tornado concern today, but it's there. And something we got to watch out for. But anyways, let's see, am I going to become a TV weatherman? Honestly, I really want to see where YouTube takes me, because obviously, I mean, YouTubers, they do get paid pretty good for what they do. Eventually, you know, if I make it to be a big YouTuber, which I think that would be pretty cool. And honestly, here's the thing. So between localized television and YouTube is that YouTube reaches a more broader audience. You got to think, when the power goes out, your TV goes out too. You have your cell phone connected to cell towers. And if you're on YouTube, you can look at it. And the thing about us is that we don't just cover one area. We cover the entire United States. We don't really cover Alaska or Hawaii, though, but we cover the mainland United States, which is where most of everybody's at. And which, with that being said, we can, if there's an event happening in, example, Georgia one day, we switch over to Georgia while the West is clear. You know, you see what I'm saying? That's basically what I want to do. I basically just want to do this here. Well, anyways, my friends, well, I tell you what, we're going to head off here in 5 minutes. Like I said, we've been live here for about 2 hours now. I just wanted to do a little coverage for you guys tonight. I told you all I would, and absolutely, you know I am. That's what I'm here for, y'all. Got y'all. Got you covered. If you have not already, consider hitting that subscribe button. Like I said, guys, we are so close to 8,000 subscribers. We're going to try to reach it here soon. Let's see here. Can I take a look here at 46725? This is Gregory. We're not really doing zip codes, but I can do it for you. But just everybody don't spam your zip codes, because like I said, we're not really doing that right now. But for 46725, I can take a look at you really quickly. Columbia City, Indiana, northeastern Indiana right now. Nothing happening at the moment. When it comes to the future, though, let's see. When it comes to the future, though, for you, I'll take a look back at the models. Something you might need to watch out for, is maybe some rainfall. And, you know, honestly, for you, I would say thunderstorms is going to be unlikely or kind of harder to come across, but could, I don't know. Yeah, it could definitely impact Indiana. Like I said, we're possibly going to see those thunderstorms next week. It's high up north as Like I said, obviously as high up north as Indiana. Travis says, all I can say is you do a damn good or a damn fine job. You're always on point. Well, Travis, thank you so much for that. Try to be, try my best. I do my best I can. Obviously I'm here to do what I do, and I do the best I can. Now, obviously I'm not perfect, but no one is. But we learn and we thrive every day. Gregory says, thanks, Andrew. No problem. No problem at all. All right, my friends. Well, I think that's going to wrap it up here for tonight. We were about 3 minutes to go, but it takes about 3 minutes for the stream to actually officially end. Once again, if you have enjoyed this live stream, consider leaving a like here. Hit that subscribe button if you are new. Once again, everybody, we're trying to get to 8,000 subscribers by New Year's. I want to do this by New Year's. We were trying to do it tonight, but unfortunately it didn't work, but it's okay. But if you can, consider hitting that subscribe button. Share it with your friends and family right now once you get out the stream. Tell them to do so as well. We're so close. I want to be at a fresh marker of 8,000 for the New Year's, and we'll see how this takes us. It's crazy to think, though, at this time last year, we were less than 100. Literally, I remember New Year's last year, we were trying to reach 100 subscribers by this time, and we're out of 8,000, which is crazy. Really crazy, actually. This channel has grown very, very quickly, and I'm super, super thankful for it. All right, my friends. Well, obviously, if you haven't already, as mentioned before, hit the subscribe button, leave a like. If you guys would like to support us on what we do, like I said, if you want to support us more with what we do, consider sending us a donation. Like I said, don't feel you have to, which you don't. But if you would like to, if you'd like to help us with radar programs and stuff like that, there's a little dollar icon there next to chat if you guys want to do that. Or there's a link in the description. You guys can take a look at that as well. Proxy says, have a good night, everybody. Thank you for all you do for us, Andrew. No problem. No problem. Travis says, you're going to get it. Well, thank you so much, dear Travis. Jakey says, good night, Andrew. Good night, Jakey. Thank you for joining us. Let's see. Puss in Boots says, I remember 8 months ago you were trying to get 900 subscribers. Growth went fast. It did. Really, really did. Before you know it, we'll be crossing that 10,000 mark. That's going to be a big marker. Shoot. That's going to be crazy. DL says, thank you, Andrew. You're very, very welcome. No problem. All right, everybody. Well, that's going to go ahead and wrap it up here for tonight. Tomorrow, on the table, next thing we're going to do is probably another live stream tomorrow night around 9:30, 10 Eastern. So look out for that. We are going to probably go live here to just for discussion. Not any coverage. It's not going to be as long as this live stream, but just as a discussion to what we can expect basically for early next week. So we'll discuss about that tomorrow. We'll also do personal forecasts for you guys with zip codes and stuff like that too, if you guys would be interested in that. Well, all right, my friends. Well, once again, thank you all for joining us. We're going to set the timer here right now. We have 3 minutes until the stream ends, just so you guys can say goodbye to your friends and family who might just be hanging around here in chat. But once again, everybody, my name is Andrew, and I'm the lead forecaster here at NWW16. Hope everyone has an amazing rest of your night. Thank you for joining us. Please stay safe out there, and we'll catch you guys here for tomorrow. All right, my friends, thank you for joining us, and we'll catch you in the next one. Peace out, y'all.
Thunderstorms in the evening, then a chance of sprinkles after midnight. Cooler with lows in the lower 50s. Chance of rain 40%. Tuesday, mostly sunny with a chance of sprinkles. Highs in the upper 60s. Tuesday night, mostly clear. Lows in the lower 40s. Wednesday, sunny. Highs in the upper 50s. Wednesday night, mostly clear. Lows in the upper 30s. Thursday, sunny. Highs around 60. The hazardous weather outlook through tonight for North Texas. Numerous thunderstorms will continue through the evening, generally east of the line from Sulphur Springs to Corsicana to Temple. Lightning, heavy rainfall, and localized flooding will be the primary hazards. However, a few strong to severe storms containing damaging downburst winds and hail will also be possible. Limited spotter activation may be requested across eastern central Texas through the evening hours. And now the hazardous weather outlook for Friday through Wednesday. Storm chances return Monday and Monday evening. Severe weather will be possible, especially along and east of Interstate 35. However, the extent of the severe threat remains uncertain at this time. The ultraviolet index forecast for December 30th is 2, or low. The current time is 11:01 p.m. Central Standard Time. You're listening to NOAA, All Hazards Radio, the voice of the National Weather Service, station KWN 34, serving the Palestine listening area. The following reports of weather temperature and wind were made at 10 p.m. Palestine, rain and fog, 61, dew point 61, relative humidity 100%, wind northeast at 3, pressure 29.91 inches and falling. Crockett, rain and fog, 61, calm. Jacksonville, heavy rain, 60, north at 8. Tyler, rain and fog, 61, east at 8. Athens, rain, 57, northeast at 9. Corsicana, cloudy, 59, east at 6. Elsewhere around the region, DFW Airport, cloudy, 58, north at 5. College Station, cloudy, 63, north at 7.